Hello everyone. I thought I'd just show y'all a little bit of things that I've been doing lately. Just small things because I've been, uh, kind of redoing, well, kind of. I did a lot of things at my craft room since the first of the year. And believe me, I think I've changed it 3 times to make more room for more storage or to make my places that I store things easier to access for me to get. Anyway, might film that later and show you what I've done, but I really have it. I really like it like I fixed it now. It's really probably one of the better things that I've done lately. All right. Didn't change a lot of my displays. I just changed the storage places, and that I bought some new things that helped me a lot. So I've been making little things. I always like to do little things. It seemed like that's my biggest joy, is to make something small. And anyway, I bought these little bags let me see if I'm getting in frame here. I bought these little bags at Tuesday morning. Oh, every time I see them, I buy them. They are different sizes. And I made a little booklet and put in it. And I thought, well, I could use these maybe if I made another journal. But they're just so cute. And also, I guess y'all have seen these that my daughter, if you've watched her video, that she made these popsicle, well, we call them popsicle sticks, but they're really tongue depressors, and or I just call them craft sticks. I used to buy them for my granddaughters when they were young, and we built things with them. And so I'd seen this one time a long time ago. I mean, when I say a long time ago, it's probably because I used to blog over 15 years ago, and a lady was doing these on a blog. And she took and stamped and stained them, but she didn't put any decoration on them. But I came up and I went, well, you know how the story is when you start crafting, you seem to add more and more. I get tickled at looking at the old craft books to where we're at today. We just keep adding and adding, and like supplies, the same thing. But that's fun, you know. Anyway, Margie made a tutorial on how to do these. They're very simple. I just used my stamp, which I just love this stamp. It's my favorite. I think I use it on lots of stuff. And I find that stamp works best if I'm going to try to do any kind of like to make a little overlay or background stamp. And so I just thought that turned out so cute with that cheesecloth behind it. And this is just a punch I punched out, and I stained that. And then in here, I have a little booklet. Let me make sure I'm in frame. And this is one that I'll probably, if I use this particular bag and put it in something, it'll probably be in a sewing journal. And I've been wanting to make a sewing journal, even though Margie made me a beautiful one. I've been wanting to make one because I've also bought some digital kits that have sewing things in it. But anyway, this was kind of one of those zine where you take one piece of paper, and this lady on Etsy sells these digital papers. And so I bought it, and needless to say, I cut it and did it the way it was supposed to be, but I did it. I decided I wanted to do it differently. That's the way I do things. It's put my style into it, I guess you'd say. So anyway, I fixed it where you could open it. They're supposed to be where they're together like this, but I fixed it where you could open it so there'd be room if somebody wanted to journal in here. And then it's still pretty, and you could add things to here, like little pieces of lace or something, but I haven't added anything. And here's another one that you can journal in. And I just used the little Tim Holtz stapler to staple it together. And there's another pretty thing. And then here's another page. See? it's just, I just made it like a little booklet. But it was one of those, actually, I think they call those zines. Now, this one looks a little upside down, but that's all right. Anyway, I think they call these zines because people make them out of magazines. But this lady had this one. She'd done it in her, just made a collage of different things. So, I made that one. And I thought that turned out really pretty. And then the little stick or craft stick goes real cute in there. And then I made another one. And this one here, I did the stamping and the staining all over the little bag. And I made another little craft stick. And this is where Margie got these ideas. I had made them before she came the last time, and then she went home and made some beautiful ones. I could get carried away with making more because I gave her a bunch of them. I had a lot of these sticks. So anyway, here we go. They're pretty, and I just added a little snippet of lace and little book page back behind there, and then a little bit of cheesecloth. And this one here, I made it a little differently. And I probably couldn't do this again. Margie said, "Oh, show me how to do that." I went, "I don't know how I did that." It was supposed to be a zine. It was supposed to cut it in the middle and then fold it and open it. And I know y'all know how to do that, but they have a lot of that on. But I made mine where it opened up like this. And made a whole page, see? So you could do a lot of journaling on it. And then it's got that page there. And then it opens up like this, opens up like this, and then it just rolls out like that. So I could do a lot more to that, but I haven't done anything else to it. I just kind of thought it was just cute the way it was, and thought, well, that would be so cute in a journal. So, and I just thought these little craft sticks went so cute in there. And I've seen a lot of people do these now. That Jeanette from Australia, bless her heart, she's such a sweetie and such a crafter. And she gave my daughter a shout out, and she made some. And so, my goodness, Margie got she's got so many hits on that one, and that was so wonderful. I know she's she was so thankful that Jeanette saw that. And anyway, here's another. You know, I guess you'd say we all kind of look at everybody else's YouTubes and get ideas. Well, you know, all the girls were making, the lady crafters, and were making these envelopes. And while I was doing my cleaning up one day, I came across an envelope that I had already stained up to redo. And I went, I probably never do that little envelope. It was kind of big. And I went, maybe I'll just turn it into a little booklet. And so I added I left that little pocket, you know, where the envelope is at. And I made a little flower out of book pages. And added a little bling right in the middle. And that's the cheesecloth. And then this is a ticket. Don't ask me where I got that, because I have so many things I have downloaded. And I'm not sure where I got this, but this is one of those little fold-out papers. It might have come in a little journal that I bought from somebody, but I thought it was so cute. I thought, well, it fit just perfect in this pocket. So I thought, well, that goes in there. And I know that I didn't make it because I don't have that stamp. Anyway, so I thought this was just so pretty. And you can journal on the back of that if you wanted to. And let's see if I'm staying in frame with this. That's the only problem with trying to film. And then this is, I'm not sure where I got some of this stuff, but, you know, I'd make downloads and print them off. And so I used the cheesecloth back behind. I just love how this stained up. I just thought this stained up so pretty with probably used a walnut stain on it. And it was a white envelope. And this little picture here. This is kind of like chipboard. And it could be that I got it from Tim Holtz a long time ago. But I save anything. But I did one time buy it from Tim Holtz back before he ever really got popular. I mean, I bought some things, but they're great for other little things. Anyway, this is one of Tim Holtz tickets, SOAR. And this would actually be the back. And it says, I punched out a heart and got one of the little Tim Holtz Love and Timeless. And that's a little piece of cardboard back there that I roughed up, pulled the paper off of it. I love that too. I like that look. Probably should have put a little white gesso on it, but I didn't. And that's a little piece of tulle. I just added that in Timeless. And that's a little piece of skirt in Timeless. You know, when I always say when we're crafting, it's just timeless. You just get lost in your crafting. At least I do. And the very back, enfolded, when it folds in, I had a paper clip that I made that, you know, where you fix them, where you can put them on. And this little thing just fell off of here. It was clipped on the other side. And it says, homemade with love. And then this is just little scraps of doily that was one that I had bought that was all tattered, so I tattered it up more. And then that's a little what are those little flower, I can't think what those are called. Anyway, and I bought these stamps I think it was right after the first of the year, and I am just so in love with this beautiful little stamp. See, there's another one that says Vintage Fine, and then this one says hand stamped by. And I'm not sure, I don't remember the name of the stamp. They were quite expensive. But I wanted them a long time ago when I saw that some people were getting those things from Angie Bunder, I believe is who it is. And she was using that stamp. And I went to buy it. And it was out of, they didn't have any anymore. And so after the first of the year, this has been maybe a couple of years ago that I looked. And I said, I'm going to go see if that stamp is back. And sure enough, it was. And they have a lot of small stamps with it. And I just loved it. And I thought, yeah, I needed it. So I bought it. And this is Tim Holtz paper doll. And then this just opens up. And I've attached this with a piece of washi tape. And then that just opens up to the cards. And then this is the Tim Holtz paper doll. And a little tag in here. And then here's the front again. And then it just folds back like a cardigan. Now that goes inside. And that goes that way. And then that. And then I used this beautiful, it's not really eyelash, but it's similar to that type. But I found it a long time ago, probably at Walmart or something in the crochet section. And I just fell in love with it, and I love using it. And I tell you, I'll never run out, I don't think. But I've given it away, and Margie's taken some home, and I've used it a bunch. But it was just a lot on that roll, and I think it is so pretty, especially with the old vintage pictures and things. It looks so pretty. So let me check the time and see where I'm at. Hold on, I've got to stand up. Okay, I don't have much time left, but I'll show this. I've always wanted to do one of these little books, and I haven't done anything really on the inside. I've stained the edges, and I bought these one time when Michael's, you know, they had these really cheap, like 3 for something. I don't remember. This was back before they started the $1.50. I know that, but these were probably on what they call the not the discount, but the clearance. And I bought several of them. And this one says, live your life. And I've got these little snippets up here. And then this is another one of those little paperclip hiding things. And this is a cute little, I love anything with a long road, a dirt road, and that's an old buggy, horse and buggy. And my parents, when they were young, that's all they had when they were youngsters, and they didn't have cars or anything back when they were born. And this says my dad was born in Missouri, and one time I got to go up to where he was lived, not completely to the town he was born in, but to Missouri, and this was called Kansas City, Missouri. And I very remember when I was like 13, we rode the train all the way to Missouri from our state, Texas, and it was quite a trip. And so that just fit. Live your life. So anyway, all right, I better close out on that so that I don't run over. Y'all have a very safe day and be safe in Jesus. And bye-bye now.